Hey everybody, it's Andy from EX2 Adventures. Hope you have an awesome day. Thank you so much again for participating in this year's Backyard BRRR Virtual Challenge. Today, I want to show you how to navigate around the Run Sign Up platform, how to add activities, how to check out the results, how to upload photos. So let me share my screen. Hopefully this looks familiar to you all. This is where you want to register for the Backyard BRRR. A couple of things on the nav itself. So one thing I added recently is an updates link. This is where I'm going to put a copy of all the emails that I send out to all the participants. So every Friday, for example, I'm going to send out an update on results. In addition to sending it out via email, it'll also be here under updates. There's a link to facts. These are commonly asked questions that I've gotten over the last couple of years. How do I form a team? How do I add my activities? That information is there in facts. There's specific instructions on how to log your miles, and then information about our corporate partner program. And shout out to all our corporate partner programs. You all have been fantastic. Thank you so much for participating. All right, let's talk about adding the activities. So if you click on the results tab, first thing you see at the very top is a button that says submit virtual results. So I'm going to click on that, and Run Sign Up asks me, who do I want to submit results for? So in this case, I'm going to look up myself, Andy Bacon. It finds me, and then there's a button here that says log activities. Now, you may or may not have to authenticate yourself. It's a light authentication. You can either put in your email address or the last 4 digits of your cell phone number, or the number, whatever you put in when you registered, and that'll get you in. Browsers are great about remembering this information, so you only might have to put it in once. If you happen to be logged into Run Sign Up, you're not going to have to authenticate yourself, but it's really, really straightforward. And it gives you those two easy options. All right, so here is the activity entry screen. It's really, really straightforward. The first thing you tell the system is what type of activity. So run, walk, ride, swim, ski, paddle, or push-ups. Now, last year with push-ups, I had to do it via just comments, but this year I actually added an activity type called push-ups, and I'll show you that in a second. So I'm going to enter my run that I did this morning. So I went for a run. I have to put in a distance, so I'll say 5.1 miles. Optionally, I can put in an elevation gain, so my run was like 350 feet, and then my time. I did it in 42 minutes and 20 seconds. Distance is required for all the activity types, except push-ups, but elevation and time is optional. Now, the cool thing about putting in the elevation is that it'll aggregate across all your activities throughout the month. The cool thing about putting in your time is that it'll aggregate it, and it'll also kind of give you your average pace, not only overall, but also by discipline. So if you want to keep track of like, hey, what's my average pace of running for the month of January, put in all those times, it'll give you that information at the end. Now, comments. Comments can be used for whatever you want. However, I am asking you to keep track of what's outside versus inside. So to record an activity as outside, all you do is just type in the word outside. When I dump all the data for my Friday updates, I parse out all that data, and I can figure out which activity is outside versus inside. You don't have to write the word inside if it was an inside activity, but I do ask that you write the comment outside. And again, you can use this comment field for other things as well. So that's how the basic activities works. Now, let me show you about push-ups. So if I do click the add another activity button, I'll drop down to push-ups. If you notice, the distance, the elevation, and the time fields go away. What I'd like to do here is just type in the number of push-ups. Ideally, you wouldn't have other comments in there just because I'm going to have to parse this data out. So if you would just put in the number, that would be awesome. Now, I forgot to put in my push-ups from yesterday. So I'm going to change this date completed to be the 2nd of January. And then I click submit activities. It says, hey, congratulations, good job. From here, you can add another activity, submit photos, or go back to results. I want to show you one thing on that activity submission screen that might come in handy. So first thing, if you scroll below the activity submission sort of screen, there's something called goals. So I set everyone's default distance goal for 31 miles. That's 31 total miles in the month of January, but you can change this to be whatever you want it to be. I changed mine to be 350. I'm going to do some cycling this month, and I want that to be my distance goal. Again, you can change it anytime you want. You're also going to see all your previous activities. Now, if you ever need to change or edit or delete one of your activities, this is where to do it. So just click on Manage Activities, and you're going to see all of them appear. If you need to delete one, maybe you put something in twice, just click the delete button. If you need to edit something, so maybe instead of 5.1 miles, I was actually 5.3, I can go ahead and click the edit button, make the change, save it, and be on my way. That's all there is to do to editing previous submissions. Now, once you submit a result, it's not going to show up on our quote unquote leaderboard right away. It takes like a minute or so to just cycle through and update all the results. So if you bounce back and forth very quickly between, hey, I just submitted something, and hey, why aren't my total miles gone up? Just give it a second for the system to catch up. Now on the results page, you see a couple of different things. You see individual results, which is again, all the individuals that are participating, and then you see a button for team results. So individual results, these are the results that the system is capturing automatically or calculating automatically. It'll calculate your total distance, total elevation gain, run, walk, ride, ski, paddle, and swim miles. And the system's keeping track of this, again, automatically. Push-ups aren't on here because I'm parsing and calculating those things manually. And some of the obviously the outside things aren't calculated inside one signup because I have to do some manual calculations for that as well. Updates on those type of results will be sent every Friday. All right, so from here, you can do a couple kind of cool things. You can look to see kind of what the leaderboard looks like. These discipline columns are sortable. So if you want to say like, okay, well, who's run the most miles, you can resort it on run, and you can see Tom Foti is leading the way in running. If you click on walking, blah, blah, you can resort in walking. So James Bernhardt leading the way in walking. So just know you can do some sorts as well. The other thing you can do, you can actually click on people and look at their results. If you're about pacing, you can also see activities, right? So all this information, know that it is sort of out there, right? But if you're curious, like how the heck did Kevin ride 274 miles? So you click on Kevin's name, scroll down, you can actually see his activities and look at those 2 monster rides that he had. Anyway, so that's there. Also on the individual results tab, there is also some little badges that I create I created that you'll earn as you have more miles. And so you can, in this case, they go up to 1,000. So you see Kevin's already got up to 250. Just those are kind of G-Whiz stuff that's there. Just so if you see it, you're there. Okay. So that's the way the results work. Again, push-ups not there. Outside, inside, difference not there. Those are going to come out on Fridays because of manual calculations. All right, teams. So team results don't show you all that individual data, but it does show you the aggregate miles plus aggregate time plus aggregate elevation. So again, these are updated real time. So as team members put in activities, it's going to bump people around almost in real time. Like every day it's gonna change. If you're curious, like who's on a team, like who's putting in these monster miles from the CCC chicks, you click on that team name. It's going to show you their trophy case. There's team badges that you can get as well. Team members, miles, elevation, and from here again you can go and look at how individuals are performing. So if you're curious, like how are these people doing these miles, what are they doing, it's all here for you to see. So that's results. Let's see. All right, photos. So photos are really easy to upload, both from your computer and from your phone. The one thing I know about photos is that you have to be logged in. Basically, it's another level of authentication to actually upload a photo into the platform. So if I go ahead and I'm going to sign in, you notice now the system knows, hey, it's Andy Bacon, and it shows me my particular pictures. When I'm not logged in, all you can just see is everybody else's pictures, but now you have like a module when you log in to see your own. To add a picture, just click on your album and then click the upload image button. And you can just find one on your desktop. If you're on your phone, it's really easy. It just says, hey, go to your camera roll or whatever and add a picture. Click on I'm done uploading. And then it takes you to your own personal album. Now, one cool thing about uploading pictures into Run Signup is that, like, my goal, or one thing I'm going to do is upload a picture or 2 or 3 every day. And so at the end of the month, I not only will have a record of all my activities that I did, but it'll also have pictures from every day. And it's kind of cool at the end to go back and like scroll down your list of activities and look what I did, you know, in terms of the numbers or whatever, but it also is kind of cool to go look back and look at the pictures. So if you want to do that, know that that capability is there. All right. So that's the gist of what we got to do. So I talked about results. I showed you how to add in new activities. I showed you how to upload photos. That's it. So I hope you have an awesome day. Thanks again for participating. If you ever have any questions, send me an email, send me a text message, give me a call. I'll be more than happy to answer you as quickly as I can. Keep on being good to each other. Have an awesome day and keep on being outside. We'll see you soon. Take care.